Okay, so my first disclaimer is this might be a long video. You guys know I like to talk, LOL. This is my personal biased opinion. That means it's my opinion, nobody else's. I don't really care what anybody else thinks or says. This is my opinion. I'm not stating facts. I'm not spreading false claims. This is my opinion. Three, if you don't agree with what I say, that's your own agenda. You don't have to. I'm not trying to persuade anybody, convince anybody. I'm just here to talk smack because I like to voice my opinion. For whatever reason, I just like to voice my opinion. So, for this video, another background disclaimer is I didn't get to raise my kids. For whatever reason, their mothers did not let me be in their lives, so I didn't get to raise my kids. So that's that. So before you try to say you're just a bad parent, whatever, I don't care what you guys think. So I've always believed that you should be able to raise your kids however you want to. Unless you raise them to be bad people, then you shouldn't be able to raise your kids however you want to. With that being said, you know, I always think that it's interesting when I have white people in the car and they're talking to their kids. The last guy, he called his son on the phone, and he's talking to him like he's a normal person. A person. He wasn't talking to him in baby talk. The kid sounded like he was maybe right before middle school, around middle school age. I could kind of hear the conversation, not too much, but from what I heard, the way the father spoke to him, he spoke to him like a person, like he knew what he was talking about. The kid understood what he was saying. He didn't try to like dumb it down to him or anything like that. I thought that was so cool. You know, I dig how some people do that with their kids. I think that if your kids are at an age, I mean, yeah, if you start talking to them like people from a young age, they start understanding you like a person, like an adult, whatever. But I personally think that you gotta also keep in mind that kids don't understand things the way we do. You know, a lot of these people try to talk to their kids like they're grown-ass adults. Like they know WTF is up, you know, that's what's up. They don't know what's up. They don't. No matter how hard you try to instill, yeah, there's the whole thing that if you keep drilling it into their head, it sticks, but that doesn't mean that they're still gonna understand. It still doesn't mean they're gonna understand what concepts and ideas and theories and beliefs that you're trying to instill in them. That's why I think it's funny when I see some videos that, you know, you see kids, really small kids, copying adults. You know, it's one thing for a kid to mimic or copy an adult, but if they don't understand what they're doing, they don't understand. Like these people that teach their kids to be racist, you know, at a very young age, they just know that I don't like you because you're a different color. But they don't understand what that means. They don't. You try to instill this hate and this fear in them, but they don't know, they don't understand, and I think it's unfair to kids to do that. I think it's unfair to try to make them understand like they're a grown-ass adult that has lived years and been through stuff, you know. And I say that because we're at the pool and there's a lady. One, she was annoying me because she wasn't letting the kid just be a freaking kid, right? You're at the pool. Why do you gotta harass him when he's not doing what you want him to do, you know? She was getting mad because he was sitting on the step. That's all he did. He was sitting at the step, but since he wasn't out playing, she was getting after him. And I'm like, what the hell is the problem? Just let him be. Okay, wrap it up. Get your shit together or wrap it up. I'm like, what? Who talks to their kid like that? Who talks to their kid like that? Get your shit together or wrap it up. What is he doing? He's just sitting there. He's not fighting with anybody. He's not bothering anybody. You're the one that's bothering him. He's not even bothering you. You are bothering him. Wrap it up. She was threatening him that we're gonna leave because you're just sitting there. Why can't he just sit there? And after she finally kept bothering him and bothering him and bothering him, he finally told her, I just want to chill out. I'm tired. But I'm like, why do you have to talk to them like that? Why do people have to talk to their kids like they're jerks or something? You know, he doesn't know that something's wrong with you. He doesn't know that it's bothering you, that you don't like to see him doing his own thing. Why is it so hard for, you know, I've talked about how there's a place and a time, right? There's a time and a place for a kid to be a kid. Inside certain public settings, you shouldn't let your kids run around. Like when you're at the grocery store, that's not a playground. It's not for kids to be running up and down the aisles. I'll hit your kid. I'll hit your kid on purpose. I really will. Because you let him run around and run around like a jerk in the grocery store, I'll trip him just on purpose. Oops, my bad. Sorry. You shouldn't have been running in the damn store. But you know what? There's a time and a place. He shouldn't have been running in the store in the first place. When you're at the playground or at the pool, that's the time. That's the place. If he wants to just chill out, what's the problem? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why she had such a problem with him just sitting there. You know, if I take you to the playground and all you want to do is just sit on the swing, not swing, you just want to sit on the swing. Hey, that's your prerogative, man. If you just want to sit on the step, go ahead. I'm not going to force you to do something you don't want to. I don't understand why adults are like that with kids. You know, you have to do things my way. Why? When it comes to certain things like that, like play, why can't you just let him be a kid and do things his way? I just thought it was funny. I thought it was interesting. I didn't understand it. I couldn't figure out why she was making such a big deal about him just sitting there. She was threatening that they were gonna leave because he just wanted to just chill out on the step. And then this is the funny part. The grandma was getting after him because he took off his goggles, and I don't know, I think he told the little girl that he was playing with to hold him or something, but she got all like hysterical. Give him to me if you're not going to use them. Give him to me. Bring him over here right now. Bring him to me. So apparently it's not just the mom, it's the grandma too. I was like, that kid's got a hard life coming. He's gonna have a hard life. If those two are raising him, he's gonna have a hard life. You know, never being able to do anything, constantly being told what to do. Man, could you imagine? That's how you train. That's how you train a person to be obedient. He's gonna make a good employee because he's gonna be used to being told what to do and not being able to talk back about it, not being able to say, no, that's not what I want. I want to do my own thing. He's getting trained to do as he's told. And the thing is, I honestly don't believe that we should be sheep. I don't believe that we should train our kids to be sheep, you know, because that he's being not necessarily abused, but used. What's the word? I already forgot what the word is. Exploited. He's going to be exploited for his resources, his time, and he's never going to speak up. Why? Because they taught him to do as you're told or else. So I just think that you as adults, as parents, as grandparents, should really think about the stuff that you're instilling in these kids. Think about what you're actually teaching them and training them to be, and how to be, and how to behave, how to listen. You're ingraining all that into their minds, to their subconscious. A lot of people don't think about it that way. But a lot of people, this is the funny part, a lot of people want their kids, they don't want their kids to be independent, think for themselves type of people. They want their kids to be an exact replica of them. That's why I think it's funny when, when I see people, you can tell. But, if you're a good person and you want your kids to be good people, that's fine. But if you're not a good person and you're teaching your kids to be not a good person too, where does the cycle get broken? Think about that. Think about that if you have stepkids, grandkids, nieces and nephews. But like I said, that's just my own opinion. That's what I think. That's how I feel. I don't really mind comments, but if you leave a comment that sounds like you're either stupid, negative, or being hateful or rude in any kind of way, I have no problem deleting people's comments. I won't tell you that I'm deleting it. I'll just delete you. I'll delete your comment, and if you're being just a straight up dumbass, hateful person, I'll block you. I don't have no problem with that. But if you want to give your opinion, that's fine. I don't have to agree with your opinion. I'm only going to delete comments that are being rude or hateful, because some people get on social media just to be idiots, I guess they don't have a life. I guess they can't go out and buy a life or get a life, because they have nothing better to do with their time than to waste other people's time. And it's kind of sad when you think about it. When you think about it, it's sad, because I was watching a video on TikTok, and the guy says that when a person posts a picture, a selfie on Instagram, it's because they feel like crap, right? And they want attention from other people. That's why they post a selfie, so people will be like, hey, you look so nice, blah blah blah, help you feel better about yourself. But he said that it's funny because people think, this beautiful person has this beautiful life, and everything is awesome with them, but it's actually because they feel bad. I don't think it applies to everybody, but I think that there are some people that crave the attention and affection from other people, and I think we should pray for those people, because they're obviously lonely and they need that void filled. They're trying to get it from other people, but they don't realize that loneliness, that emptiness, only you can feel that. God can feel it for you, but you can't get it from other people. So I think we should pray for them. And if you know people like that, necessarily think you should reach out and be like, hey, I feel sorry for you, you pathetic loser, can I be your friend? I think we should just try to be there for those people. It's like, hey, are you okay? Do you need to talk? Do you need somebody to talk to? Whatever, right? That's just my own opinion. I think we should be there for each other more, especially people that we call friends. Because I honestly believe that there are some people that crave the attention of others because they're lonely. And that might even be why these losers try to antagonize and hurt people on social media, because they themselves feel empty. And so they either get some kind of sick thrill from harassing people, or they want to make you feel bad too. You know, I feel bad, I'm gonna shit on your parade so you feel bad too. We should pray for those people too, because they obviously don't have the love in their hearts. That's why they feel the way they do. I don't know. I think we should try to see things differently. And I've been learning that over the past few weeks, that sometimes it's not always what we seem. I think a lot of these people that are so angry and so full of hate, it's because they don't have enough love in their life. And maybe we should pray for them. I don't think we should feel sorry for them, because that's like a negative emotion. I think we should pray for them and ask God to heal them, you know, to heal that pain that they have. I don't know what else I wanted to say. I think that might be all that I wanted to say. I don't mind questions, I don't mind comments, I don't mind remarks, as long as you're not being negative, like I said, or ugly in any way, shape, or form. I don't mind suggestions or ideas. Sometimes I don't post for a while because I don't know what to talk about. Sometimes I'm just like here. It's not that my mind is empty. It's that I'm not really focused on making videos 24/7. So I don't have a lot to talk about. Sometimes I'll think about something that I want to say and I just totally forget about it. I don't write this stuff down, or I probably should. But for the sake of argument, if I was telling somebody that it would be interesting to do a podcast where me and another female, or a female, not another female because I'm a male, me and a female would partner up, do a podcast where people would ask us questions and you give your opinion and I give my opinion, and then we give advice to the person submitting the question, and just to see what happens. I think it would be interesting because people, men and women, already automatically don't think alike and don't agree on everything. Even if you agree on a lot of stuff, we don't agree. I think it's very hard to find somebody that you agree 100% totally on every single thing. And if you find somebody like that, don't ever let them get away from you, because that is awesome. I don't think that we have to argue. I think it's okay to disagree. Like, I might believe in spanking, you might not believe in spanking. That's okay for us not to agree. We don't have to argue about it. You know, you're a fucking idiot because you believe that, you know, blah, blah, blah. This is what I think. This is what I believe. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. But I think it would be interesting to, you know, give a guy's perspective, give a female's perspective, and then especially me because of my background and you because of your background, and then just to see what happens. Would be very interesting. So let me know what you guys think about all the rambling that I did, and I'll talk to you guys later.